Hi everyone, so my name is Sanoe, and for my video response I'm going to be talking about Tony Bambra's story, The Lesson. This story is about a group of kids from a poor neighborhood and an educated woman named Miss Morse who live in their community. She's kind of like a teacher figure because she felt responsible to teach the kids since she went to college. So one day she takes them on a trip to a really expensive toy store in the city. At first, the kids were just joking around, and then they started to notice the price. For example, like there's a toy sailboats that cost over $1,000, and that's when the reality set in. That for some people, they can spend that much just on a toy, while other families are struggling to pay for basic needs. And there's this one line that really stood out to me when I was reading the story. It said, "Imagine for a minute what kind of society it is in which some people can spend on a toy what it will cost to feed a family of 6 or 7. And that hits me because sometimes it shows how unfair things can be. For one person, $1,000 might feel like nothing, but for another family, that same money can cover food, their rent, and their bills. And it really shows how different people live. Oh my god, sorry. It really shows how different people lives are, even though they're living in the same society. And I think Miss Moore was trying to open the kid eyes to reality instead of just lecturing them. She let them see the inequality for themselves, like the different prices between the toys, like hundreds and thousands of dollars. And the main character, Sylvia's, she pretended like she didn't care and even act mad and confronted Miss Morris about like why you're bringing us here for, like it's a waste of time. But in the end, like you can tell like she was thinking about it, and to me it shows like how the lesson doesn't always sink in right away. Like instead of lecturing them, she let them see what it is. So overall, I think the lesson isn't just about like the kids looking at the toy. It's about like them realizing how life is unfair, that there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor, and that being aware is the first step toward wanting change. So thank you for listening. Sorry for the stutter.